against the Chicago Bulls, led by Chris.
Scored 28 points in the second half, folks. He only had 2 points at halftime with lightning speed, but he's averaging over 18 points a game. He has a lot to do with why the Grizzlies
ended homestand, trying to make it 2 in a row and pick up where it left off against the Chicago. We'll have his keys to the game when we come back. Thunder basketball back in action. It's come. And Jackson sends it back over to Valanciunas, and we
gets both his feet underneath him that close to the basket.
SGA trying 12 days, 5 games. This game 2. Nice pass. No!
Here in this first quarter.
It was such a big story. Clark, an acrobatic move. Still time to operate. The Schroeder again lobs it up. Well, trying to break down Schroeder. Sort of wild for outside shots. Baisley. Goes hard. Anderson stops on a dime, floats
on their bench. The bench has done a solid job for them. And you like those deflections. It's a deep shot, which making it, such a big difference is the Grizzlies kind of open up a little bit here as they at the rim.
Morant in the lane, and it's
returned back to the Thunder. They'll take that.
Nader, nice move on Abdul Nader, not afraid to go right at. Short, called it out, and here comes Memphis trying to get out on the run. That'll be a deep 2, and City on the defensive end. How do you slow down the drives? And Memphis getting it inside, but right. The kick out, Ferguson sets it up for Gallinari. Right.
I think the Thunder could kind of exhale as well. Morant, let's come on, man.
The call on Clark.
He got fouled. That's just a missed call by the officials.
Hello, chop. This could be the NBA's version of not wanting teams to play zone.
He went through a couple of guys and almost got there was Brooks.
And another alley-oop. That's a travel on Clark. Didn't get called in here in this first half.
He's also the leading scorer for the Grizzlies off the bench.
Sit in half with 8 in a row. There's Jones outside. Crowder.
Not only along with the painted area.
They're trying to pick it up here. Last couple of minutes, 2 and change. SGA sees a crease. Hill again.
Half will cool them off because they have been pretty good in this first half.
Gallup looking to pass. Crowder. Nope. Valanciunas offensive. 7 leads of 10 points or more this year. Phoenix, Chicago is out. Brooks. He was very aggressive in the first half. He was reliability. Putting Stephen-Adams on the bench. That 3, another. He's a big player. Leonard had a hard time slowing him down. Paul got outside. SGA is going to have to make a move. Stops on the baseline. And in.
That shot was in the air when that shot clock expired.
Morant. On that fadeaway. Now Jackson points up to 3. 51 last year. Gallo trying to respond, and does clearly on this end. Goes out on Valanciunas, but it leaves the lane. But Valanciunas down low. Good defensive play by SGA. One thing to note, the Grizzlies were called for a delay of game coming out of that last break. Shooter
winner, and no Jonas Valanciunas.
Boy, that was a travel.
Momentum shift.
Clark drives, floats, and turnover. SGA got it up. Is it good? And he big at the buzzer, and right now it should count.
The offense, and you got to give him credit. They've done a good job of rebounding as well. Credit to one with a 2.
Shooter to the free throw line to the next. Around the restricted area is starting to become a little more difficult, but Schroeder and Adams working the offense the last couple of possessions. Schroeder again to the mid-range.
3 or 4 minutes is from the free throw line.
Clark, and that's lurking. Gallo outside. CP wants the 3, and
have cut off those backdoor cuts, and they're still in those passes now.
4 and change. Clark again, as he coughs it up. Schroeder was left cherry pecking down. There's a knock away by SGA. He gets behind the defense and scores. Overs by Memphis, and the Thunder back on top by 2. Hill down low. Turnovers here in this fourth quarter. There's Paul. They fell asleep as Crowder turns the corner, runs into Adams. No, but the follow by. Back to a tie game at 1:20 here under a minute to go. Paul, big Clark, a three, off the mark, no good.